What's up, my people? DJ Panras in the house with my favorite drummers series. All right. I want you guys to sit back, relax, and check out this playlist. Quick introduction to myself. I am, well, sort of a drummer. I've been playing for at least about 11, 12 years now. I'm based in the Caribbean from St. Lucia. I love drummers from all around the world. I have a playlist here of 15 drummers that influenced me over the years, and it was very, very, very hard choosing these drummers. I mean, I had to really, really sit down and think of all the drummers that influenced me and pick the least amount that would not make this very, very, very long. Right? So, trust me, it's going to be entertaining. I hope you enjoy my favorites, and I'll be challenging some drummers, and I hope all the drummers who are watching this will go ahead and do a little compilation. Doesn't have to be any big thing, but you can put a compilation together of your favorite drummers, take some clips, and let's have a good time, man. It's a pandemic. A lot of people are passing away, and just finding some flavor, in life, and to cherish the memories that put us where we are right now. So, like I said, 15 drummers, all American. This is American list. Well, except for two drummers from different countries here. I think one is Argentinian, and the other I will tell you in a second after I look at my playlist. All right. So we're starting off with alphabetical order. We go in alphabetical order. Drummers who play different genres of music from jazz, hip hop, R&B, soul, funk, all of that. A mixture of different drummers, young and old. Man, just enjoy this. All right. So I'm gonna open up my screen here for you guys to see, and we're gonna get this thing started. All right. The first drummer. Let me tell you, I was trying to learn gospel chops, and I was like, man, how these guys doing this gospel chops thing? Uh, I started what I remember that very moment I wanted to learn how to do this thing, and up to now I haven't perfected it yet. But I remember Dave Rucker was playing. I was watching one of his DVDs, who is actually on my playlist as well. He was playing. He had a DVD series, and I was paying attention to what he was doing, and he was doing the left foot right foot left combinations and all those kind of things. And I was like, man, but it sounds the same as when a drummer is doing the same gospel chop thing, or like they say, you're playing sort of like in a. If you don't know what gospel chops, just check it. I don't have to explain that. I'm thinking I gotta explain that to people. No, but yeah, I watched his videos and his DVDs, and I said, well, let me go ahead and see if I can do something like that. Yeah, and this drummer right here, Aaron Spears, man, he did it for me. He was the one who taught me. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Compliments DJ Panras. Oh! Papa if you a player, Papa if you get the Papa I just love that offbeat, man. Real smooth. And from my understanding, he plays mostly with Usher, and I think also Christina Aguilera. Look how he's like having fun, Not sure the other artists, but let me know if you know. This look like single stroke rolls if you guys can observe. So it should be easy to do. There's a little combination of paradigms. That I'm not familiar with. Now, I wasn't finna learn all of that. I'll tell you something. I was just interested in the in-betweens, right? And this is an old video from, I think, way back in 2008, man. I was at, attending QCC in New York, my first year in college, and I was just interested in playing drums. I just really love drums. I also play steel pan. So this was like a really, like, going back down to memory lane, learning to do this. I remember sitting down behind the drums and slowing this down. I even see videos of guys on YouTube trying to slow the thing down and trying to get it and so on. And there's even musician who has transcribed this and put it on music sheet and playing it across the screen and trying to dissect it and all of those things. I mean, that's just not easy. We're switching genres. Like I said, we're going in alphabetical order. 15 drummers. This is number 2. All right. And this is just my love for Latin music right here. This drummer, like I said, well, I didn't mention this story yet, but quickly, a friend of mine gave me a DVD. I was just getting started back in 2005. And he gave me this VHS, man. I tell you, he had bought a drum set years ago, years before, and the drum set came with the VHS, and it had, trust me, this is where I learned all my favorite drummers from that time. um, Dave Recko, Tony Royster Jr., Dennis Chambers, Billy Cobham, I think Will Cahoon, um, and some other jazz drummers. Don, I forgot his last name. You know, he's a jazz drummer, a great jazz drummer, good personality, very intellectual guy. Man, I tell you, that VHS changed my life forever, to a day, like, I to a time when I actually migrated out of St. Lucia to New York the year before, and I started going looking for the DVDs in drum shops and going to guitar centers down behind the drums and trying to mimic every little thing Tony Royster was doing with that that collaboration he did with Dennis Chambers in the beginning. I don't know if how many of you guys seen this, but this is just my memories. But this drummer right here was on that VHS, and this is the actual video I'm going to play for you. So sit back, enjoy. I don't know how much you guys like Latin music, but I love Latin music. So we're gonna share the screen again and enjoy. The drummer's name is Aerto Moreria. All right. And we're gonna play some of the video. Sometimes we might not play all.
Quando o beijo é sincero, tem perfume de cebola. Escutei da bomba gira, o que ouviu da bomba rola. Meu amor foi me deixar.
plays the percussion and the drums as well, which is really, 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 really brilliant. You know, I don't know how many drummers during that time really did something like that, but that's what really attracted me to him because I love the percussion and I also love playing drums. So he was able to combine that, you know.
Beijo é sincero, tem perfume de cebola. Escutei da bomba gira, porque eu vi na bomba rola. Meu amor vai me deixar, pela questão mais tola. Mão de Maria Morena, pé de Maria Crioula. Mão de Maria Morena, pé de Maria Crioula. Maria nasceu de dia, no mês de maio. Eu nunca entro no flash, mas se tô dentro não saio. Eu requebrado morena, me falei como um balaio. Feito flecha, feito fogo, feito raio. Feito flecha, feito fogo, feito raio. Tô de fruta madura, amor de mulher morena. Se não falta não perdura, se não mata envenena. Tô de fruta madura, amor de mulher morena. Se não falta não perdura, se não mata envenena. Mão de Maria Morena, pé de Maria Crioula. 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 Mão de Maria Morena, pé de Maria.
And that's a young Ayato Moreria. Right now, he's a bit older now, but he's still, you know, vibrant, strong guy. And this is from actually his, like I said, this VHS. But the VHS featured every drummer, at least maybe I think an hour of each drummer playing and giving tips and lessons. I forgot it's a DCI, the DCI company, I think in Miami. You can check that out, man. I mean, it has so. This is just like the foundation videos of drumming, you know, like from this. I think it's from the 70s or 80s or something like that. But very early on, you know, like Omar Akeem, which is another one of my favorite drummers, which is also on this playlist. So I want to go forward. Like I said, this is number 2 of 15. My favorite drummers. We're going down the line, man. Enjoy this playlist because for me, it brings back a lot of memories. Some of the footage I know of, like I know of when I was really going to college and trying to learn drums, trying to understand it, trying to learn about drummers in America. So this next drummer, man, I mean, I like how fast this man is a beast on the drums. I'm just gonna just let the video do the talking. Mr. Billy Cobham. I wasn't aware that a pan player was on there. I play steel pan. Man, this is a drummer that I really adore his playing. I enjoy how, man, there was a video I was actually looking for more specifically to play, but I couldn't find it, man. It's from that same VHS, and I think it's probably from the 70s, man. Let me tell you, he's going wild. The drum set was kind of like clear. I can't remember. I don't know how to describe it further, but I knew it was like a transparent drum set. I think like the kick wasn't really as one of those usual kicks. It was just like a ceramic. It just looks like a skin, a drum skin, just standing there, and he was just going crazy. Like this man is nuts. But anyway, Billy Cobham people. Be going on the line because we have a lot. This other drummer right here. I started getting into jazz when I got into college. Like my second year in college, I started studying jazz. Well, actually, not my third year in college. I started getting into jazz, and this teacher, rest in peace, Mr. Milton Mustafa, really, 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 really. For those who know, Mr. Milton Mustafa is a teacher that doesn't play very serious about jazz, and we had to learn jazz. I remember my first day in college, boy, they put a Charlie Parker piece, Scrapple of the Apple, and we just had to read of the spot. I didn't know how to read music at the time because I was learning my first 2 years in college. I was only learning how to read music, but I wasn't learning how to actually read and play at the same time. So my third year, I caught my ass, but then at the same time, um, I was progressing, and thank God he had patience with me. At times he didn't, but I learned it eventually. So this next drummer, man, again, learning about drummers, learning to emulate, learning the craft to please this man, Mr. Mustafa, because he's your teacher and you have to speak the language, you have to walk, talk, everything the language. If you don't know who Mr. Milton Mustafa is, he played with the Dizzy Gillespie Orchestra, Miles Davis, um, Count Basie Orchestra. He was just phenomenal. Rest in peace, Mr. Mustafa. Thank you for your knowledge. So this next drummer here, or this drummer right here, the great, the late great, Mr. only some know how great this type of footage is. I mean, he's a jazz drummer, and this is just like him sitting there. Can you imagine how many drummers probably sit there watching this and like, okay, man, how did he do this? Let me try and do what he's doing. And you know, it's cool. It's like it's a book written about him right there. He's just writing a book of himself right there with all of this technique and everything that he has done over the years, which is one of my favorite. And I've learned that he actually learned from Gene Cooper, was a drummer before him. It's actually a drum battle there on YouTube you could check out. And my dad was the one who taught me about Gene Cooper, and he had a record of Gene Cooper actually um in his record stack. You know, my dad has a bunch of records, man. You know, so man, have you heard of Gene Cooper? Have you ever heard of Karen Carpenter? That's another few things. You know, just no drinking with him. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Buddy Rich. Another great drummer, man. I tell you, like I said, this is a whole playlist. This is number 4 of 15. And we dealing with different genres. I gave you two jazz, I gave you one Latin, one American. And we go into gospel right now, man. Remember I was talking about gospel chops with Aaron Spears? Well, when I was my first year in college, um, in 2008 at QCC, we had some guys, man. You know, they always talking to musicians. You know, these young fellas. You know, my age. Some of them younger than me. Most of them much younger than me, about maybe 2 or 3 years younger than me. And these guys used to always talk about drummers, and these guys used to be in the percussion room practicing. And the name that always came up was this drummer right here. Okay, and his name always came up because he was synonymous around all gospel drummers. And I didn't know who he was until the guys, you know, they talking, and you know, they in a circle. You know, we never really was delinquent. You know, music was really serious to us because we wanted to learn our craft and how to perfect it. And even though we had some guys, you know, was you know, from the hood, some of them was real serious about music, man. And that's what I miss about being around school and around musicians. But you know, nevertheless, he's one of the greatest drummers, or the greatest, if not the greatest gospel drummer ever. You guessed it, Mr. Calvin Rogers. Enjoy, people. This is my favorite song.
I want somebody to put their hands in the air. We get ready to do the national anthem.
Steps. He's known for drumming. Isaac Brothers. A lot of R&B artists. What song can you remember was sampled by this song? It's a hip hop song. Type it in. I'll pick this drummer on all my videos. I have to state how good these musicians like Isley Brothers, man. I mean, that song is so timeless. Footsteps in the Dark. I remember after hearing Calvin Rogers, this is actually what introduced me to that song, Footsteps in the Dark, and other songs like In Between the Sheets. It's through Calvin playing that song. Then I started looking at more Isley Brothers, and then it became a wider spectrum of other artists just like Isley Brothers. And then it became into the DJ thing where I started making mixes with that type of music, and it's just like a whole thing that just ties into each other. So, man, grateful for Calvin Rogers and his contribution to the gospel world. So now this is one, two, three, four, five, six. This is the sixth one. Here we go. Like I said, I watched his DVD some years ago. This is how I actually learned about his music and his drumming. All right, enjoy this one, people. Trust me, it's gonna be good, 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 good. It's the Dave Ruckle. again, I love how he's using all the elements of drumming to show what he's expressing. He went from quiet, he went around the whole drum kit, all the cymbals, he did something different. And then he started picking it up from simple to more advanced stuff, right? And that's why I picked his DVD. And you can watch more of his videos on YouTube, because I mean I'm always on his channel, always watching some of his old videos whenever I get the time, because I'm so interested in so many different things, from comedy to sitcoms to cartoons to drums to pan to everything that I don't get a chance to: philosophy, health, swimming. I never get a chance to get a time for myself, because my mind is always ticking every day, trying to learn something new and trying to actually master everything, and I cannot ever get to master it, unfortunately. But anyway, this next drummer here, um, let me tell you, man. I was preview on this drummer when again, my whole stint with learning jazz and funk and trying to learn different genres of music. And this drummer right here, man, you know, there was a song called Chameleon, and it was about 15 and a half minutes long. And everybody I talk to, man, they tell me, man, every drummer learn this song, man. You have to learn that song, and you have to learn to do certain things. And that song is like the introductory to college when it comes to drums. And when I looked it up, I found out that he was the one who actually played on it. So I'm gonna play this clip right here. I want you guys to pay attention to what he's doing. Even if you're a drummer already, at least you can learn something new from all of this, because I'm learning as I am speaking to you, right? So check this out. thing is that the type of drummer he is very, very technical in a very intuitive way. Mr. Harvey Mason, man, you know, what's going on. Um, so many others that I've downloaded just to listen to some of his work over the years and learn and understand what his drumming meant. Right? And my favorite of his is Chameleon, like I said, my favorite. What's going on? I did a jazz mix. Y'all guys could check that out too. Whenever you're finished watching this, check out my jazz mix on my SoundCloud channel. Just go on there, just scroll down, you'll find it, or just type in jazz mix DJ Panras, you must find it. So we're going down the line. Like I said, we're going in alphabetical order. We're almost through. We're halfway through the list, and this next one here, man, I got to know about this drummer through Andy Narell. Um, and Andy Narell has different drummers, but he is a French. He's from France. Breaking the American barrier right here of all the options that I have here, man. And I tell you, I enjoyed listening to him on a album that Andy Narell did called Live in South Africa, and all I could listen to is the drummer. It's just every accent that he played, every phrasing, that he played, that he emphasized on. I mean, I just can't explain. I just have to let you listen for yourself to check what I saying. All right. So check it out, Mr. Jean-Philippe Fanfat. That was fire. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is my actually first time watching this. Like I said, I know him through Andy Narell playing in South Africa, and let me tell you, man, I've watched so many of his videos. I think I've watched almost all of his videos that he's ever done, and that's on YouTube. And man, I really want to meet him one day because he's one of my favorite. And these French drummers, man, they're not easy. They're not easy, man. These guys play zouk for you, all kind of different types of music, Brazilian. Anyway, we're going down the line. Earlier I was talking about gospel chops, and we're on our third gospel um slash R&B, hip hop. Gospel goes with all those genres. So he has a video series called Building Blocks to Gospel Chops, which is over maybe around 10 videos, just teaching you how to play gospel fills, to different types of music, how you can apply it He's a fellow Libra, and I followed him on Facebook years ago when I watched his videos, maybe about over 7 years ago now. And I'm back watching him again. He's endorsed by Soul Symbols. Big up, big up this drummer right here, man. Enjoy watching his videos. I hope you do too. Just watch, right? Sounds sweet. This is really nice, man. I mean, I watched him for so long, so many years. I've been watching his videos, Mr. Jerome. I always get his last name wrong. But I like the sound of the singles, first of all. I like the singing part. Beautiful, beautiful music. Very listenable. So yeah. We boiling down to it, man. Boiling down to it. Coming down the line. This next drummer, we're back into jazz. Okay. Um, this next drummer here, I got to meet him one time. Actually, funny joke, right? He signed a dollar that I went to the show with, and mind you, I picked out the dollar to pay for something in the store. And after I paid for it, I came back to the cashier, and the cashier couldn't find the dollar. I was so freaking pissed off. He was performing at University of Nova Southern University. They used to have these little jazz concerts and stuff, and the students would get in for a discounted price. And man, one of the best experiences I had, I got to talk to him. I mean, Mr. Mike Clark. Okay. For me, he's well known in playing one of the best jazz fusion songs that I know in my life, called Actual Proof. And actually, I'm going to play you the same song that he's known for. Check out Actual Proof if you don't know it. It's the timing is weird. I don't know if it's 7/8 or what it is, but the time signature is crazy. So hope you enjoy this, man. Actual Proof, Mike Clark. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, man. This guy is one of my all-time heroes. Along with Paul Jackson, famous bass player. Let me tell you, I won't trade the world for learning from these guys, man. Meeting him for the first time in my life, I lost that dollar, man. I was so pissed off, man. I was so pissed off. But nevertheless, I hope one day I get to meet him again because I like New York. During the summertime, I would go to see his concerts, and in Miami too. I got to meet Will Cahoon. I forgot to say his last name, like Cahoon, man. That drummer with locks. Great drummer, man. So we're going on the line. We don't have much time to spare. We got about 5 more left. This nigga's drummer, man. That same VHS that was given to me by my neighbor in 2005. I watched that whole VHS maybe about, I don't even know how many times. up till this day, I was still watching it. I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was just watching part of it. This drummer right here is like, oh, I don't even know if he needs an introduction. One of the greatest drummers of all time. Played, is known in the pop era, I guess, in the 80s for most of what he did in the pop era. He played with Weather Report. He has a slew, I think he's Grammy winning as well too. Um, and he has a 1991, that same VHS. It's called Express Yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's just go with it, right? We just spread it around. These I think that's what pop music was built on from the 80s. Transitioning from funk. You could actually hear the transition in between. Of course, disco, because disco had disco. The 70s funk. It's really good discipline. Like it's set up its style. The size of that right cymbal. That reminds me of shows like A Different World, that type of music. Fusion. Yeah, man. So Omar Akeem, one of my favorites. And I, like I said, I have more favorite drummers, man. I have a lot of favorite drummers. Buffon, Carter Buffon is another good drummer that I like and I enjoy. But he's one of my favorite, but it's not in my top 15. All right, so we continuing. This next drummer here, man, he played with Stevie Wonder, and he's known for like his just very widespread array of playing. Don't let the looks fool you, man. He looks like a dude that's scary, and he's a black guy, and like, he feels like he's from the hood, kind of. Some people have that judgment, include myself, but unbiasedly, right? But I watched him play, man, with Stevie Wonder 2005 DVD in London, and I couldn't help but be hooked on his playing, and I learned so much from him. Right now, he's just like my top favorite in today's modern era of drumming. Like he can play all styles of music. He's so versatile. I mean, words just cannot express how I feel about his playing. So I'll just let all the videos do the talking. All right. So, Mr. Stanley Randolph, people, enjoy this clip. All right. We're playing some short clips because we don't want to make it too long. But I hope you guys enjoying so far. Right. DJ Panras compliments. Here we go. How many sticks you got on the song? Relax. That's why he's one of my favorite drummers, man. He's really versatile like that. He can play all types of music, and he's really good. Stanley Randolph, you could follow him on Instagram if you haven't been following him yet. He's really good. Watch some of his videos, some of his clinics, man. I mean, he's speaking some really good stuff. And when he gets in this type of mood, yeah, man, Stanley Randolph, people, check him out. One of my favorite drummers of all time. Right now, my favorite. We're going on the line. We got three more left, right? And we saving the best for last. I don't know how many of you can tell who my favorite is, but he's coming. He's coming. All right. This next drummer here, man, very influential. He has done the most drum recordings of any drummer in the world. Oh, in the world. Over how many did I check? I think it's over 16,000 or something like that. 16,000 records, or his resume is crazy. I think I even heard that he was the one who played all the Beatles demos, and later on I heard that from his interview saying that Ringo was the one who basically covered the demos that he did and made it seem like it was Ringo who was playing when it was actually him. So I don't know how true that is, but you can do your research on that. But this drummer right here, man, I just love his not only that he plays, but he speaks when he's playing. And he gives you some type of like feeling like boy, like some Memphis soul and um his whole demeanor of explaining what he's doing, it makes you feel like you're tasting some good food, man. Like you just have to, if you don't know who he is yet by now, I don't know if you know really know about drumming. This guy right here, Bernard Pretty. Check him out.
One yonder, two yonder. I like this. I like this part. Now, let's make that 12-8. See? You didn't know you were doing it. That's 12-8. Yes, it really is. Now we'll move from center. Da 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 da. Hey, oh my da 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 da. Da oh bye boy bye da. Ay ya. Whoo. Now that we've got the 12-4 and the 12-8, I'm going to explain to you. Remember that word. Called explain. Not explain, but I'm going to explain to you what the Purdy Shuffle is all about. It's going to surprise you. It's quarters. It's eighths. It's 16. It's dotted. And it's also triplets. Didn't know that, did you? But you want to know something else? It's also half notes, which brings about half time. And you can also add to that a whole note. And I'm going to explain to you by playing it all. Ooh. Ah. Now, we're going to have a little fun with this to let you know that they all work together when you put them together. And as long as you groove. Remember those quarters? Remember that 12-8? ain't nothing but rebound. To make it sound and feel good. Remember that old triplet we did? Yeah, I like that.
Dissecting the information and putting it together. It's just amazing, man. I'm so happy to see what's going on with drummers and the art form, you know, kind of can help someone who maybe is delinquent or somebody who can build a career from this. And it's our joy, man. You know, all of us young people, man, especially in the steel band fraternity, you know, in the Caribbean. All right, we're down to two more. You notice that I've only played men or male drummers throughout this entire, you know, process, and I haven't played any females. Now, there are very good female drummers from way back up until this day, but like I said, this is my list, and I picked the ones that I find represent every other drummer. And all of these drummers I picked here had a piece of every other favorite drummer that I had after this list. So from number 16 to 17 to 18, these are only 15. So these represent all the others, and that's why I picked them. So this girl right here, I see she came on the scene. She's been around, but she's now becoming a big star. She's already a big star, and she's doing big things. And I appreciate what she's doing, because even though she's a girl, I still learn from her. Her style is actually what I was destined, what I wanted to be destined. Is that a way to put it? I wanted to be destined to play just like her. What she's doing, you could incorporate what she's doing into any genre of music. Her style of playing, it fits in well like a glove into any genre of music. So without further ado, do you know what I'm talking about? Let's see. They call her the Pocket Queen. Check her out, man. She's phenomenal. Sorry about that. Beautiful. Sassy. Everything. Ice cream.
Special sauce to get you out your seat. Ain't ancient secret that's been passed down orally. Stick up your whiskey, top string, and get the don't be. I said to unlock your funky self. A simple place, location, then your pleasure to your health. Are you trying to clarify this prophecy? The humankind did not relate to think this
Oh man, tongue is twisted. Phenomenal way to portray yourself. You know your reputation as a drummer. You know you're this foxy brown girl playing drums. All the little girls are looking at her. You know they're growing up learning from her. Other drummers, men are crazy. Like they love her, man. Like, the first time, the first couple of videos I saw, I was like, wow. I said she's really doing it. You know? Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, Pocket Queen, man. Check her stuff out. She's pretty good. All right. Last but not least. Last but not least, boy. I don't know how many of y'all know who I'm gonna play last. Many of you probably know. Those who know me as drummers who we have talked or we have spoken over the years know that this is my number one favorite drummer. If you had to put all of these drummers in a show on the same day and you tell me choose one drummer to go see. Whew, wow. That's the toughest decision in life to make to go see. All right, I'll put this drummer would be number one. I'd actually put him number one. I would have to buy tickets to all of the to all of the shows, then to try to go and sneak peek at all of them before it's over. Like you have to give me one day and you put all of these drummers in one space, like you would find me or that venue for the whole day. But yeah, this drummer man, same thing with the VHS. You know, that VHS that was given to me in '05, borrowed to me just to watch. And I tell you, that day I got that VHS, I remember sitting down. I remember the day as clear as I can see it, sitting down in front of the TV, watching, man, just being bamboozled by what I'm seeing in front of me. But this drummer here started from the age of 3. Okay, and man, he gives so many drummers competition, Spanky, all of them, and he became the number one known drummer in the world. Number one known. He has toured with Jay-Z. He has played with so many greats. He has played all different types of music. I mean, his technique, a lot of drummers look up to him a lot. He's one of those like top 5 drummers that, if not like top 3 in the world, that people just know him as being so popular, right? Just let everything do for itself. Um, Everything talk for itself, man. That DVD, that VHS was given to me, and it transferred into DVDs. I started buying DVDs, watching his stuff, um, being just amazed by some of his videos on YouTube, remembering some of these memories that I went to college, you know, now learning and guys talking about him, man. I don't know. There's so much I can say. We're around the same age, and I think he's about a year or 2 older than I am. Yeah, but this is him at 14 years old, and I find this is the best of himself when he was that age, right? I don't think nothing beats him at that age, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, final video, Mr. 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 Tony Royster Jr. Enjoy. out. Tony Royster Jr., ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys watching. And, share this with your friends, man. Challenge them. Challenge three drummers, at least three drummers. Challenge them to do this. And let's get this going. Tag me at DJ Panras, whether you post it on YouTube, Facebook, tag my channel at DJ Panras. And I want to see all the entries, man. Let's keep this love going. All right. Peace and love. And keep drumming.